Welcome into this week's episode of Inside the Charge. I'm Maddy Glab. This week, we have tight end Dawson Knox joining us. It's a really fun episode. If you can believe it, Dawson is in his 7th NFL season. He talks about how being in year 7 has changed his approach to the game and how he's really taken on a bigger leadership role, what that looks like to him, and why he loves helping out the younger tight ends and younger players on this roster. We also dive into the personalities in the tight end room because there are some great ones. Dalton Kincaid is the funniest guy, and we hear all about why Kincaid is so funny. Dawson also gives us a lesson on the art of spiking a football. It's something we've seen a lot in the end zone when the Bills score touchdowns, so we get to hear who's the best at it and maybe who needs a little bit of help. Dawson also dives into the tight end room in terms of their blocking ability, why they've been so good at it this season, what Jackson Hawes has done for the room, and why he is such a good blocker. Dawson also gets into how his family is growing this year and a lot more. Enjoy the episode. Dawson, thanks for coming on to hang out with me a little bit, talk a little football, talk a little bit of tight end room, and talk about you.
Of course. Well, thanks for having me.
Yes, you're in your 7th season. When I say that, what comes to mind?
How time flies. Feels like rookie year was just a matter of months ago.
Yeah.
But the saying's true. Time flies when you're having fun. And looking back on all the memories, it's crazy just how much time I have spent here. And but I hope it's just, not even close to the end yet.
Yeah.
I want it to keep going.
I love that. Time flies when you're having fun. What's been the most fun?
I mean, you're talking about on the field?
Anywhere you want to take it.
Man, just all the memories and that stadium, scoring touchdowns, winning games, the shout song, Mr. Brightside. I mean, it's hard to pinpoint one memory. One that'll always stand out is my first touchdown, rookie season. Blacked out, don't even remember much of what happened. But and then big playoff wins at home, and there's just nothing like our fans. So I think big wins at home, especially under the lights, memories I'll cherish forever.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. How are you changing your focus now that you're in your 7th NFL season?
I think now that I feel comfortable with the playbook and kind of just how a routine works on a week-to-week basis, I think it's easier for me to help some of the younger guys because now that it's kind of second nature for me to have my routine, I know where I need to be, when I need to be there, and things that work for me, and whether it's the training room, weight room, or my rest habits at home. I think being able to pour into some of the younger guys and check up on them, because I know the rookie wall's happening and it'll keep happening. But just kind of being able to give that energy out to especially the younger guys on the team has been where I kind of feel a little bit of my focus shifting a little bit.
Josh Allen has given you shout outs before for your leadership inside that locker room. You spoke about leading some of the younger players. Where does that leadership come from for you?
I think I know the effect it had on me when I was a rookie and second, third year player, from guys like Lee Smith, Tyler Croft in the tight end room, and just some of those vets that had such an incredible just feel for the locker room and knowing how to help guys out. Like, I mean, Jordan Poyer still here, Micah Hyde, guys like that kind of brought me along with them and kind of showed me the way to do things. Those are things that I'll remember forever. And I think it's important to remember that you didn't get here by yourself. People helped you along the way. So now it's kind of fun to be able to do some of that helping instead of needing the help at this point.
When it comes to doing that helping, what is the way that you lead most? Is that by using your voice? Is that by example?
I think by example is a big thing for me. Just doing the right thing, being here early, leaving late, doing the little things right. But I also love being able to, get a one-on-one conversation with somebody that whether they might be struggling or whether everything seems great. And I know they might be going through something on the side, or a guy that just had an injury. I enjoy those personal one-to-one conversations, just checking in, not even necessarily about football or the playbook, but just making sure guys are in the right headspace, making sure they're doing all right. That went a long way for me when I was younger, so I think it comes a little more natural for me to be able to do that for other people.
You mentioned all the special memories in your 7 seasons here so far. One of those is Mr. Brightside. What's the best part when that song blasts through Highmark Stadium and fans lose their ever-loving minds?
It just gives me chills every time, and I hope it's a tradition that goes on forever. When I'm long gone from the team, I hope it keeps going, but when you hear those first few notes and you hear the roar of the crowd just get hyped up and everyone starts singing the words at the same time, just electric energy. And that'll be stuff that those will be memories that I cherish forever.
Is there something you have to do every time that song begins?
Got to be standing up.
Yeah.
I mean, it's impossible to sit down while you're hearing that going, but I got to sing the words. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I kind of got to walk around. I'm not much of a dancer, but
sometimes it comes out of you.
Sometimes, you never know. You never know. You got to keep them on their toes.
Sean McDermott praised the tight ends, the wide receivers, and Reggie Gilliam for the ability in terms of blocking against the Carolina Panthers. You guys collecting 245 rushing yards is not possible without the blocking ability of this team. Who are some of the toughest blockers on the Buffalo Bills?
Oof. Who comes to mind is Jackson Hawes and Reggie Gilliam. Those guys are relentless, physical, strong. They know how to block. They know where to be. They know the little fundamentals that don't come natural to people. But especially Jackson as a rookie, to be able to be this polished in the run game already is just a huge testament to him and our coach, Rob Boris, for getting us on the same page. But those two guys, I know the O-line obviously gets all the credit in the world.
For sure.
But those two guys, man, you can put them anywhere, whether it's in the backfield, on the line, off the line, spread out blocking DBs. They're going to get the job done.
I mean, Dawson, you've seen a lot. You're 7 years in. Why does a rookie's blocking ability in Jackson Hawes make you somewhat speechless?
Yeah, because you just don't see it that often, because the college game is so much different than the NFL game. And it's very rare to have a tight end that comes out of college being able to block that well. And I think, based on what I've seen, he's the best blocking rookie that I've ever seen come in an NFL. So, and it's not like he's, 295 pounds.
Right.
It's not like he's almost a left tackle. He's a 250-pound tight end that can also run routes and catch the ball. So that dynamic ability to be able to do both is something that's really awesome. It's really fun to watch him.
Where does Jackson Hawes' strength lie most? Where is he strongest?
Oh, man, that's a great question. When they do all their rookie lifts, we're not even in there, so I don't know if it's his bench press or a squat or what it is. But
just in how you see him holding blocks.
Man, it's just he's got great feet.
Okay.
He's got great steps off the ball.
Really strong toes.
He stays grounded. Very strong, big toes. Yeah, for sure. But he's very grounded, and his footwork is really good.
Reggie Gilliam had a couple incredible blocks against the Panthers that opened up holes for James Cook to rush for a 64-yard touchdown and then do some more. What is it about Reggie Gilliam that allows him to be so good at laying those stick blocks?
That's why we call him Sledge. He's a sledgehammer. When he gets a full head of steam, I feel bad for whoever's on the receiving end of that. I wouldn't want to play defense against that guy. But he's just a technician. There's so many blocks that he has that weren't drawn up that way that he just has to react based on what the defense is giving him and to make a split-second decision to be able to flip around a pulling guard and then block a guy that was never supposed to be your guy, and it turns into 50-yard touchdowns. I mean, that's just Reggie, man. We believe he's the best fullback in the league, and the way he gets those blocks done, and it's special. And sometimes when I'm right in front of one of those blocks, I can feel it, the collision.
Yeah.
Just the right
No
behind
way.
me, and I know it's Reggie, and I'm just like, I feel bad for that poor defender. Yeah.
When you lay a hard block, what's the immediate reaction?
It's just as satisfying as having a big catch. I mean, especially when it springs a big run, when you can put a defender on the ground and spring our running backs or spring the receiver on a screen. It's a great feeling. It's just satisfying to be able to assert your dominance.
Yeah.
It's a great feeling.
Yeah. You spoke about Hawes being such a good blocker. He's an interesting character. You know, in his rookie season, an Ivy Leaguer comes in and speaks about how the violence of football really excites him. How does Jackson Hawes make you laugh?
Oh, man. He's still kind of in his shell, too. Because as a rookie, I think that he understands that you're not supposed to come in as the super loud, like, oh, look at me, all this, all that. You kind of have to come in and absorb. You know, people always say rookies are supposed to be seen, not heard. We don't say that around here. We want him to be
you guys
more of a
welcome
bigger
them.
personality, but I think he's kind of adopting that, like, just be a sponge for right now, kind of sit back and figure it all out before he lets out that personality. But you do get glimpses of that, just like goofy. He's just awesome, man. We always call him Me Block because he's an Ivy League meathead. You know, he's super smart, but loves the violence of football at the same time. And that's just not a combination you see very often. But I mean, it's in the best way possible.
Yeah. You're like, make it make sense. How do these things happen at the same time?
It doesn't make sense.
It is just Jackson Hawes, which we're so happy to have him on this
no
roster.
Question.
Okay. Yeah. Who else is making you laugh in the tight ends room, Dawson?
Dalton Kincaid. I mean, I was trying not to laugh earlier. He was right behind you.
I figured somebody was behind me as you were looking over my head.
I'm not going to recreate what was happening, but it's just he is a goofy person and he has fun.
You did a good job staying serious.
Well, thank you. I'm used
to
seeing that from him. You could have broke
character if you needed to.
Yeah, but he's just so funny. He's obviously a heck of a football player, but his personality and humor keeps things light, and he's just a great guy to have in our room. One of my best friends on the team, probably my best friend on the team, and we sit right next to each other in meetings. He's got his own little cubicle set up. Like, he's got a little picture frame, and he's got a couple, like, fidgets. He's got a bucket of candy. I mean, he's one of a kind, an awesome human.
So Dalton Kincaid, when he comes into work, he's got his own office setting set up in the tight ends room.
100%. We call it his cubicle.
His cubicle.
Yeah.
All right. I wonder if some people are gonna, start taking meetings with him. Can I meet with Dalton Kincaid today? I got some questions.
100%.
I need some things done.
Yeah, you should ask him what's in his cubicle. He'll know exactly what you're talking about.
How has your relationship with Dalton Kincaid helped your game?
I think being able to have both of us on the field at the same time, it's really fun because you don't know if we're going to be able to block. You don't know if we're going to go run a deep route. And being able to watch some of the stuff that he does helps me as well, like whether it's a type of release he takes on a certain type of press man coverage or what he sees in different route combinations, kind of just being able to pick his brain as well to get a different perspective on, because he thinks in ways that I might not think on certain routes or certain concepts. So just to have that extra perspective of someone who's obviously extremely talented running routes and catching the ball, I think it definitely makes me a better player, just being able to see what he thinks on certain things.
Offensive coordinator Joe Brady loves when you guys celebrate together when you score touchdowns. We've seen a lot of spikes this year. Everybody likes to take their shot at a spike. What is the art of a spike, Dawson? We've got a football to help us out with this.
Oh, look at that. You came ready.
I came ready.
You got to grab the end of it.
Okay.
It's really simple. A lot of guys try to spike. I mean,
You just
grab
get
the end of
excited,
it.
probably.
Make sure the fat part hits the ground first. Right
Boom.
there. And that's how you get it to go high. That's about it.
Who's the best on the team at this?
Spencer's had some great
He has.
spikes, especially last game against the Panthers. He's had some great experience at it. I was trying to coach Cybo up.
You were.
But I think he's got it now. We worked on it. But
it was so sweet. He went to the sideline and he was like,
I know,
man, you even gave me the coaching and I couldn't do it.
Because we always say it has to leave the frame of the camera. So whatever film angle is watching the spike, the ball has to go out of the frame, and that's how we judge whether or not it's a good spike.
Who haven't you seen spike the football yet that you want to see do it in a game?
Reggie's a great. I haven't seen a Dalton spike yet. He tends to just throw it into the stands as far as he can.
Come on, Dalton.
Which isn't cheap, by the way. I think that'll cost several dollars if you do that. But I'd love to see a Dalton spike.
Dawson, you have such a big heart for the community. You help a lot with P.U.N.T, who is an organization that helps with children and families experiencing childhood cancer. How has that organization changed you as a human being?
Yeah, P.U.N.T, the Pediatric Cancer Collaborative. I got involved with them my rookie year, and Gwen Myziak, her whole team, the work that they do day in, day out, helping families that have kids with cancer, whether it's paying for meals or a parking ticket or being able to park at the hospital, electric bills, like being able to help these families that are dealing with one of life's hardest challenges, to be able to take something off their plate is something that I just admire so much, because it's, I can come in, maybe once every now and then and go to the hospital, see the kids and help out with the fundraiser, but they're doing the work every single day. So to be able to see their generosity and their diligence and how they just go to work every day for these families, it's really inspiring. So I think being able to work for something that's bigger than yourself is something that I've always believed in, because I believe that God has blessed me to be able to bless other people. And so I think whatever you're blessed with in life, you should look for ways to bless other people. So I'm very thankful for the P.U.N.T Foundation and the work that they've done and allowing me to be a part of it.
You've done an incredible job with them, and it's so cool to see you always show up in different ways for them. You have a baby on the way. I'm so excited for you and your wife. What's the best advice you've gotten so far?
Oh, best advice I've gotten so far. I actually got some good advice today. I said, always remember, small baby, small problems, big baby, big problems.
Okay.
So I think it's like, keep it in perspective, like when you have a newborn and a baby, like the problems really aren't that big, like you'll figure it out. But as they keep growing up, the problems keep getting bigger and bigger. So enjoy the time that you're at.
Amazing.
That's Dalton making those noises.
Making bird noises in the background. I don't know if we can pick that up. Well, we can, dub it in. But Dawson, thanks so much for coming on and hanging out with us. Appreciate the time, and so excited for your family to grow.
I am so excited. I've never been more excited for anything in my entire life.
Dad. Like,
my wife be great at it. Will help me become a great dad.
And your wife's going to be a great mom. You guys are great people.
Oh, she will be. Yes, there's no doubt.
Thanks, Dawson.
Well, thank you so much, Maddy Glab. See y'all.
Thanks for tuning into this week's episode of Inside the Charge. Make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't yet, and stay tuned for more podcasts in your future.